Mr. President, we would like, first and foremost, to thank the UN Office on Counterterrorism and Mr. Voronkov himself for the excellent preparations made for the Conference of Heads of Counterterrorist Agencies, as well as for his assistance to delegations in organizing specialized events during the UN Counterterrorism Week, including on cooperation with international and regional organizations. The conference and events on the sidelines are a crucial platform at which to present national approaches to prevent and fight against terrorism. We listened with interest to the best practice of other states and shared our own. Our country has significant experience in combating terrorist threats. Based on this experience, we are ready to cooperate with all those who truly support equal assistance in this area in bilateral, regional, and universal formats. A key role in coordinating the national efforts of states to counter terrorism is played by the UN. In this context, we would like to specifically focus on the latest UN review of the GCTS. Mr. President, the Russian delegation would like to thank all the review participants for their constructive approach to negotiations and the readiness to seek out compromise. It was primarily thanks to this that we were able to maintain consensus on this resolution, which we consider to be extremely important in the context of the fight against terrorism within this global organization. The resolution agreed upon at the conclusion of the review capitalized on the achievements of previous review cycles and led to a document that reflects the fragile balance of interests. At the same time, it's important to continue to consider many issues that are directly linked to greater effectiveness in the fight against terrorism. These include unilateral coercive measures, as well as politically motivated limitations on states' participation in international and regional counterterrorism fora. Such actions aren't based on international law and seriously undermine the effectiveness of counterterrorism efforts. They complicate international cooperation in this area and harm the international counterterrorism architecture as a whole. We're concerned by the increase in the number of terrorist attacks based on racism and other forms of intolerance, or perpetrated in the name of religions or beliefs, first and foremost in Western countries. In this connection, it is important to pay closer attention to combating neo-Nazism and aggressive nationalism, as well as to prohibiting national discrimination based on national elements or national nationalities, and related incitement to violence. Moreover, we need to consider the prevention of the dissemination of terrorist and extremist ideology, including the context of counter-terrorist self-limitations of the mass media and public figures. Unfortunately, recent regrettable examples have been seen even amongst high-ranking delegates at the UN, where they have utterances that are essentially equivalent to the justification of terrorist attacks. When it comes to issues of extremism, it must be combated in all its forms, not only violent aspects. In this connection, we believe the experience of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and its Convention to Combat Extremism is of use. The Convention is a comprehensive instrument and a unique instrument in this topic. It is open for signature by other states. The development of cooperation in this area is important, including through the use of the SCO's unique experiences. We welcome the UN Security Council's adoption of a resolution on the values of human fraternity in promoting and sustaining peace. We consider it important that it acknowledges the negative influence of extremism as a whole. Sir, several delegations also misused this agenda item to express a range of baseless and simply absurd accusations against us. Their constant desire to discuss the Ukrainian issue everywhere, this leads to a lack of respect for approaches that are being taken. If we listen to Kiev and their supporters, then there are no other problems in the world other than the problems in Ukraine. Well, if we're talking about terrorism, we wish to note the following. The Kiev regime is using clearly terrorist methods against Russia and its citizens. We're talking about assassination attempts on journalists, for example, through explosions. Here, these include the attack using a truck filled with explosives on the Crimea Bridge and many other terrorist attacks, including, we stress, when it comes to the dam, it is Kiev that systematically has been shelling the dam itself. And against this backdrop, attempts to accuse Russia of blowing up this dam is particularly cynical. Thank you.